BCTV and WB&H Bank are underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Cam Hadley to Finn LaMarche. Now O'Toole skating in, fires and scores! O'Toole!
And they can't get it to go. Dak clears the defensive rebound finally. Elsmore dishes. O'Rourke there for the put-in.
Danny Fink, and he dribbles to the bucket. Took it up and good. Passway waiting. Now puts it on Casson. Rebound scores. Ruby Koff. Potential 2-on-1. Here's O'Toole with Vitro. O'Toole fires a shot and scores! Messiah dribbling. Cut. Has the ball stolen away. O'Connell's just going to burn the clock. Bedford win. Hey, good evening and welcome to Bedford High Gym on this chilly Friday as we are ready for a contest between Division I rivals Goffstown Grizzlies and your Bedford Bulldogs. How you doing? I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Mike Topp. And Mike, ever since the loss that the Bulldogs suffered against Bishop Feehan of Rhode Island, they've been on a tear, winning 5 in a row and really shutting down their opponents.
Yeah, I mean, Londonderry, tough opponent. They beat them here in the gym, and then ever since then, they just, to your point, 30, 40, 50-point games and just unstoppable.
We had a chance to speak with girls basketball coach Kevin Gibbs earlier today. Let's see what Coach had to say.
Welcome everybody here to Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire, where we will have tonight's presentation of Division I basketball as the boys will take on the visitors from Goffstown. My name's Corey Munster-Tiger, joined here by Harry Kozlowski and girls basketball player Grace Wolf. She'll be adding some color throughout tonight's broadcast. Harry, the boys come in with an 11-0 record. The Grizzlies come in at 7-3. Of course, the Bulldogs undefeated, lead Division I so far this season. What do you expect here tonight in tonight's matchup?
Well, Goffstown always has a pretty good team despite the record. I mean, you've got crosstown rivals here, so you never know what's going to happen. And, Goffstown's got a lot of size. They're not a small crew, so that's going to be something that the Bulldogs are going to have to deal with.
Coach Cowett guiding the Grizzlies to a 7-3 record. As we have just mentioned, this is the second game of a back-to-back tonight. The girls were victorious earlier against the girls Goffstown Grizzlies team. Final score was 66-15. Yes, I said that correctly, 66-15.
Yeah, a little lopsided.
A real barn burner there. We do have an interview with Coach Moreno. We're going to send it out to that, and we'll join you on the other side for basketball action here from Bedford High School.
We are speaking with Coach Frank Marino of the Bedford boys basketball team. They just came off a big 80-38 win over Wyndham, pushing the record up to 11-0, first overall in Division I of the NHIAA. Coach, you're really increasing your margin of victory lately, big wins over Wyndham and Merrimack. Are you focusing more on defense these days?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been something that we've really wanted to build on, create an identity around. We know that being strong defensively is going to help us down the stretch and in the playoffs. So it's been a big area of focus for us the last couple of weeks.
Now, Luke O'Connell is really coming into his own as well. He had a big 31-point night against Wyndham. Now you've got 4 scorers on that team. You got the 2 O'Connells, Elsmore, O'Rourke. What does that do as far as flexibility for your game plans going forward?
Yeah, it allows us to just continue to execute, our offense the way we want to. If a opponent wants to try and shut down one player, it's not a huge concern because we've got actually four other guys who can step up. Ali Shakir as well. He had a 27-point game against Pinkerton. So those talented kids really help us when it comes to just knowing that we can go and execute, offensively and not have to worry about, them taking out one player and being, really, strapped down for points.
Well, you got a doubleheader, girls and boys, happening tonight against Goffstown. That's a school that's always had quality basketball programs on both sides. What does your scouting tell you about the Grizzlies?
Yeah, well, they're on a roll right now. They won a bunch of games in a row. No surprise, Coach Cowett is just an incredible coach. He always prepares his team. They've got some really talented players in Dion and Malley and Santos, so we know we've got to prepare for those guys. They're a little bit different than the typical teams that we face in that their zone defense is very, very active. It's very aggressive. So if you're not hitting shots from the outside, you may have a tough time. So we've got to prepare for that, and it should be another epic, Goffstown Bedford game.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight, and we look forward to seeing you deep into the tournament.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it.
We'll be ready to tip things off momentarily, but quickly we'd like to thank our underwriters for making Bulldog Sports possible on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center.
Appreciate them as always. Just about ready for the tap here. Again, the Bulldogs coming in undefeated, 11-0. Really have only had 3 games that have been somewhat close, one of which, Harry, was the Exeter game that we called not too long ago, back on the 16th, just 2 weeks ago. Phenomenal game that one was, as the Bulldogs were victorious by 3-point margin. Trailed most of that game, but finally were able to pull it out. We are underway here as the Grizzlies get out into transition, looking for an easy bucket, but the Bulldogs recover nicely. 3-pointer on the way from the corner, no good. Rebound batted around and off of the Bulldogs on the defensive side, so the Grizzlies will get another shot at it here.
Yeah, a little bit of a coin flip there between Luke O'Connell and Cole Osborne as to who touched that ball last.
The Grizzlies swing it around. 3 on the way. Osborne, 3 is good. Gets the Grizzlies on the board first. And now the Bulldogs into their first offensive possession. The Grizzlies will bounce into a 1-3-1 half-court zone here. Or maybe a 2-3. It's a little amorphous at this point. 3 on the way. Short, well short from Luke O'Connell. Rebounded nicely by the Grizzlies defense. And they are over half court looking for their offensive possession. Batted away there nicely. Ryan O'Rourke getting a hand into the passing lane as Liam O'Brien couldn't quite get around the lanky defender. Starters for the Bulldogs: Logan O'Connell, Ali Shakir, Luke O'Connell, Ryan O'Rourke, and Landon Elsmore. For the Grizzlies: Gio Santos, Cole Osborne, Liam O'Brien, Tyler Dione, and Braden Malley. On the way there, blocked beautifully, coming over on the help defense, Luke O'Connell. 2 hands on that one. Now he leads the break, kicks it far side for Shakir. Elsmore in the lane. A little awkward pull-up jumper, a little too strong. No good, still 3-0 Grizzlies.
Yeah, I bet you Osborne wishes he had that one back.
Nice little drop down for the cutter along the baseline, but the shot is short by Liam O'Brien. The Bulldogs out running. Here's Logan O'Connell, gets it tipped away nicely behind from Gio Santos. And now O'Brien will bring it over for Goffstown. Osborne. Near side, here's Malley. Malley looking for the cutter. Stolen nicely again. Ryan O'Rourke with a defensive play, but on the other side, turned over. Malley hustling back on the defensive side of things. Here's Osborne. Lays it down. Blocked again. O'Rourke, 3 defensive plays here early going. Rim protector, getting a hand in the passing lane and really helping this Bulldogs defense.
Yeah, those defensive plays are making up for the fact that they haven't pierced the bucket yet.
Shakir in the middle. Now here's Logan O'Connell for 3, too strong. Rebound comes out hard, and Shakir will pick up a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, Shakir grabbing an arm there.
First foul on the team. 5:35 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 still your score on the lone basket from Cole Osborne from the top of the key. Santos, top of the key again, Osborne.
O'Rourke got a hand in there.
Pass intended for O'Brien, but O'Rourke with those long arms. Pass along the baseline, up and in. Nice job by Malley, finishing quickly before the defense could recover. Shakir now. They'll look to attack this 2-3 zone. They get it all the way down low for O'Rourke. He gets whacked on the way up. And Braden Malley will pick up his first foul, sending O'Rourke to the line.
Shooting foul here for Ryan O'Rourke. Chance to get the Bulldogs on the scoreboard here. 5 minutes to go in the first. 5-0 Goffstown leads.
First one is true. Nothing but net for O'Rourke. Packed house tonight, I have to say, looking across at those stands. You probably see it on the broadcast. The student section is filled. Friday night basketball here in Bedford.
A little disappointed we don't have more of the maroon contingent here.
You would think so, just being one town away. But not the case this evening. As we get a tie-up on the defensive end, Luke O'Connell is able to tie up Braden Malley and earns the possession back for the Bulldogs on the possession arrow. 5-2 your score. The Bulldogs with the ball as Shakir strolls over half-court line. Elsmore kicks to the corner. Logan O'Connell, mid-range jumper, no good. O'Rourke there for the offensive putback. He's got all four for the Bulldogs. Over the timeline, into trouble, Dion finds help finally. Here's Osborne. One-hand push pass over to O'Brien. O'Brien drives the lane, lefty lay in, it's good. Nice little finger roll driving down that left-hand side for O'Brien. Helped defense just a bit too slow.
Yeah, the Bulldogs left that lane open.
Bulldogs trail 3, but Luke O'Connell looks to try to even. It does come up short, bounces over the backboard and out of bounds. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. 7-4 your score. The Bulldogs trail 3. Into the lane, Dion. Back cut along the baseline, no good. Logan O'Connell out on the break. He gets hacked on his way to the rim. Osborne will pick up the foul, and O'Connell will go for 2.
Yeah, that was a pretty firm foul. I wonder if the officials would consider that to be a flagrant.
Nah, he's still going for the ball as we look at it on the replay there. Got him on the wrist. I wouldn't say any unnecessary contact. He didn't fall hard. Common foul, Harry. We're not as soft as the NBA here. Come on, man. First is good for O'Connell. Set to check in is Tyler Pickett. Likely for the shooter, and it is. O'Connell makes the second. He has 2, and Pickett checks in for him. With 3:47 to go here in this first quarter, the Bulldogs back to within 1.
Yeah, Bulldogs perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe so far.
Osborne drives hard lefty, kicks to the corner. Malley up top for O'Brien. Into the lane, righty scoop, can't get it to go. O'Rourke with the board. O'Connell back to O'Rourke. He thinks about the 3, now kicks to the corner for Pickett. Lefty push pass to the far side. Here's Elsmore. They're looking to find those soft spots in this 2-3 zone. There's Luke O'Connell right at the foul line, and he buries. First bucket for O'Connell puts the Bulldogs ahead by 1, 8-7. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Shakir goes for the steal. Can't quite pull it down. Three-pointer on the way, no good. It rattles out, but there for the offensive putback, Liam O'Brien. Nice little tap. Elsmore will take it hard to the hoop. Steps through pressure, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, gets blocked. Nice block from behind Liam O'Brien. And now finding the trailer, Santos high off the glass, can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound. O'Brien, jumper from the foul line, just off. Luke O'Connell with the defensive board. He finds Pickett on that far wing, and he'll have a go from 3. It's short again.
Yeah, Bulldogs, actually neither team really finding it from long range.
Trading misses here. So it's still just a 1-point game. The Grizzlies hold that advantage, 9-8. Santos drives hard, high off the glass and gets it to go. Lefty finish for the youngster. Santos gets it to go. Elsmore now. Shakir. Baseline, back to O'Connell. He gets fouled on the way to the hoop, and he'll have 2. Osborne picks up his second. That's one to watch there. He hit a 3 early. Now he has 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. And Luke O'Connell will go to the line.
That's the 13 foul on Goffstown. Shooting foul here for O'Connell.
11-8 your score. The Grizzlies by 3, 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Logan O'Connell getting set to check back in. As the free throw, first of 2 for Luke O'Connell is good. See here on the replay, O'Connell driving hard down that left side of the block. Just getting all tangled up as he was going to the rim. Shakir will take a seat as Logan O'Connell checks back in. Second is on the way and short for Luke O'Connell. It remains a 2-point game with the Grizzlies up by those 2, 11-9. Santos picks up a pick up high by O'Brien. Challenges. Now finds O'Brien down the lane. Nice defensive play again by O'Rourke, helping out. Malley picks up the loose ball. Into the lane. Nice dish down, and O'Rourke again. That's at least 5 defensive plays for O'Rourke here in this first quarter. Just spectacular. Blocks that out, sends it into the cheerleaders along the baseline.
All that's missing is the no, no, no.
His own version of Dikembe Mutombo, the longtime center for the Denver Nuggets. O'Brien for the Grizzlies. Finds the cutter, 3 on the way, and it's good. Liam O'Brien showing some range there. He's got 7. Half of the Grizzlies' points here early. Pickett thinks about a long one, decides upon it. Logan O'Connell drives hard, high up, floater no good. O'Rourke with the offensive board, pivots away from pressure, but he gets called for a travel. That was a tough one there. It looked like his pivot foot might have slipped on him. 14-9 your score. The Grizzlies hold a 5-point lead over the Bedford Bulldogs here from Bedford High School Gymnasium. Shakir trying to put pressure on Santos. Kick back, O'Brien gets to the left elbow. It's good, O'Brien. He's got 9, leading all scorers. Logan O'Connell. Far side. Here's Carter Stewarter has checked in, getting some minutes here in the first quarter. Pickett. He'll pull from 3. It's off left. O'Rourke, another offensive board. Pivots. His putback no good. O'Brien pulls the defensive board and taps out to Malley. Santos steps through pressure. Can't get the lay-in to go. We got a loose ball foul, though, on the crash. Micah Brooks. Oh, excuse me. Yes, it is Micah Brooks. 3.2 remaining here in the first. Bulldogs needing to find some offense. Shakir up to O'Rourke, pulls from 3, got it! Right at the buzzer. O'Rourke buries the 3, brings it back to within 4, but an anemic offensive output for the Bulldogs. Harry.
Just what the doctor ordered there at the buzzer, getting that 3 to drop. We at BCTV and Bedford 105.1 would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage, including Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. And as promised, Grace Wolf, the ladies team, has joined us to do a little bit of between period analysis. Grace, what's your take on period number 1?
Yeah, both teams are playing really well. They're both playing in a zone defense, just trying to make the offense pass the ball more, work it around, which Goffstown is doing a good job making Bedford do that. Goffstown is hitting a lot of outside shots right now, which is making them gain their lead. I would say Bedford just needs to pick it up defensively right now and get a couple more defensive stops. Ryan O'Rourke's doing a great job with that. But overall, both teams doing great.
They could really use some more outside shooting to drop for them. They've had having a little trouble there.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs normally quite a prolific three-point shooting team. I'm not sure. They only had the one right there at the end of the quarter by Ryan O'Rourke, an unusual three-point shooter. We are underway here in the second quarter. Santos tries to find the cutter from the backside. It gets off of a Bedford Bulldog foot, so it will stay with the Grizzlies. Thank you again for Grace for providing some additional analysis. Malley from the corner. O'Brien, right elbow. It's good. He's into double digits already with 11. Liam O'Brien leading this Grizzlies team, the 6'2 senior, really sparking their offense. Again, he has 11 of their 18. Nice little dish from up top. Logan O'Connell finds the cutter. Ryan O'Rourke on the baseline, and O'Rourke has 9. Little alley-oop and lay in. Santos, great backdoor cut from O'Brien. He's got 13. And Coach Moreno wants a timeout. O'Rourke tried to put a little pressure there up top to deny the ball, and O'Brien did the exact right thing. Cut back door, had the lane to the hoop, no defensive rotation, and got the easy bucket. He has 13, again leading all scorers.
While the Bedford band plays, let's remind you of our next boys broadcast. It's coming up on Friday, January 30th at 8 p.m. No correction, that's today.
Isn't that today, Harry?
Yeah, I'm reading the wrong sheet.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's a little confused. That's all right, all good, Harry. Are you doing any hockey games coming up here? You got it.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah.
We got a girls game against Concord Crimson Tide. That's on February 11th, 7:30 puck drop. Here, I'll get that correct information for you here in a minute.
We are back in play. Elsmore brings it over again. This 2-3 defense for the Grizzlies, putting some pressure here on the Bulldogs. They should be rife for some three-point shots here, as it is tough to defend in this zone. Shakir gets it right there at the foul line. Almost picked from behind. Now Logan O'Connell, strong and right, no good. Coach Moreno not pleased with his offensive output there. Dione. Santos pivots. Down low, here's Brooks. Brooks gets it poked away. O'Rourke out and running. Luke O'Connell throws it down. Gets the team fired up. Gets the student section fired up. Brings the Bulldogs to within 4. But now O'Brien buries a 3. He has something to say about it too. Shakir. Logan O'Connell. Now back to Shakir up top. The Bulldogs having a lot of success when they can get out into transition, but their half-court offense has been rather dry here. Logan O'Connell dishes down for O'Rourke. He gets fouled down low. I believe that'll be Brooks picking up his second. Nope, they will call it on O'Brien, just his first. Brooks will check out, and Owen Hazelbaker will check in. Under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. 3 on the way, rattles around and falls. Luke O'Connell, 8 points for him now. And it's back to a 4-point game, 23-19, the Grizzlies ahead. Santos gets in the lane, pulls up, no good. Luke O'Connell with the rebound. Elsmore will pull for 3 in transition, it's good. His first bucket brings it back to a 1-point game. Again, the Bulldogs finding a little space if they can get out quickly on either misses or turnovers. But there haven't been a lot of those. 3 on the way for the Grizzlies, no good. That was Dione. Elsmore with the defensive board. O'Connell, that's Logan O'Connell, back to Elsmore, thought about it. Kicked it back to the right corner. Now Logan O'Connell up top. Luke O'Connell for three, it's good! Back-to-back threes for Luke O'Connell. He quickly is into double digits with 11. O'Rourke with 9. 3 for Elsmore, 2 for Logan O'Connell. And the Bulldogs take a 2-point lead, 25-23.
Yeah, 9-0 run there by the Bulldogs. Great turnaround. And the Bulldogs finally pulling the lid off the bucket. They had some looks in the first quarter that wouldn't drop for them, but they're getting them to fall right now. Hey, Corey, I was going to ask you a little something. If you've ever seen a guy like Gio Santos, he's a guy who really gets low to the court. Drops that center of gravity. It's almost like a crab walk when he's on the court.
Yeah, you know, taking advantage of his size, his speed, his center of mass, getting it low, making sure he has balance. That last little shot there, a little turnaround in the lane, it was reminiscent of a little Dirk Nowitzki with the knee raised high. Of course, he doesn't have the same stature, but trying to rely on some of those moves in the lane. It didn't go for him. Perhaps we'll see it again, though.
Yeah, but the man is quite the style.
Sure is. Here he is on the backdoor cut along the baseline. He gets crowded. Dishes in the middle. Out for Malley. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. Malley has 5 now and gets the lead back for the Grizzlies, 26-25. They're ahead by 1. Elsmore, left wing. Seems like Coach Moreno is urging his team to press the issue here against this zone defense. Elsmore does so. Gets hacked on the way to the rim, and he'll go to the line.
It could be Hazelbaker. Owen Hazelbaker, 25, picking up his first foul. And by the way, I got the next game. It's going to be against the Alvin Broncos on February 6th.
Okay.
7 o'clock, Friday night.
Next Friday.
That next week right here.
Elsmore hits the first. We will be competing with the opening games of the Winter Olympics in this 2026 year. But, you know, I think all the basketball faithful out there will definitely tune into BC TV and hear your sweet dulcet tones, right, Harry?
I believe it's going to be your dulcet tones.
Oh, not
your
you?
Game.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's your game.
Dish down low, Santos finds Hazelbaker, it's good. Elsmore did connect on both of his free throws. 1-point game again for the Grizzlies, 28-27, they're up. O'Connell for 3, good! His third. He's got 14. The offensive spark that this Bulldogs team needed, and now Santos fires back. 3-pointer from that right wing.
Back and forth action, lead changes.
31-30 with 3:30 to go in the second quarter here. What a tongue twister that was. Logan O'Connell kicks to the corner. Shakir, 3 on the way, short. Defensive rebound by Hazelbaker. They kick it out. Dion, 2 steps, avoids the pressure, lays it in. He gets a bucket. His first 2 of the game. Shakir. Elsmore now hesitates. Mid-range jumper, too strong. Chased down by the Bulldogs. That's Carter Stewart getting after the loose ball. Malley will get called for his second foul, 3rd on the team here in the second quarter. 3:04 to go here in this first half. The Bulldogs trail 3. Elsmore way out top. Now Luke O'Connell, 3 again. Too strong this time. Shakir battles for the rebound, but hits it out of bounds. Away from O'Brien, but the Grizzlies will have possession. O'Rourke's going to check back in. He'll pull Elsmore. So it's O'Rourke, Luke O'Connell, Carter Stewart, Logan O'Connell, and Ali Shakir for the Bulldogs. Santos, O'Brien, Dion. As the shot from Santos was here on the way. Offensive rebound, but stepping out of bounds is Osborne, who's still in for the Bulldogs, or excuse me, for the Grizzlies, as well as Malley.
Yeah, a bit of an air ball there by Santos. Osborne was right there. Unfortunately, didn't see where he was stepping.
Shakir over half court for the Bulldogs. Grizzlies still in their zone defense. 2-3, trying to put pressure out on these 3-point shooters. Logan O'Connell gets whacked on the way by He thought he got fouled, but it is a turnover, and now Logan O'Connell will take a seat next to Coach Moreno. Actually, never mind, Carter Stewart will come out with 2.5 to go here in this first half, and the Bulldogs trailing 3. Santos brings it over half court. Push pass, Malley pulls from 3, too strong. Luke O'Connell taps it away. Elsmore able to corral that loose ball. He passes it to the corner, gets tipped out of bounds by the Grizzlies, and it'll stay in this half of the court. Elsmore will inbound it along the baseline, kind of in the corner, looking for help, gets it all the way out to Luke O'Connell. Logan O'Connell drives the lane, scoop, can't get it to go off the glass, just a bit too strong. Malley, little handoff to O'Brien. Dione, back to O'Brien. O'Brien. O'Rourke gets away with a kick. It goes right back to O'Brien. He goes down the lane for a lefty lay-in. He's got 18, and now a turnover by the Bulldogs. Just too strong and too high for Elsmore. The Grizzlies hold a 5-point lead with 1:45 to go here in this first half. Santos. Guarded by Shakir. Drives hard, tries to get it across the lane, no good. But he hustles down the loose ball, pulls from 3, too short. O'Connell, 5-point lead. Osborne inbounds to Santos. Gio Santos will bring it over. Guarded by Shakir. O'Brien drives lefty, jump stop, into trouble. Malley far side, fakes the 3, gets to the elbow. Now they kick it all the way left side. Parnell back up top for Osborne. Malley into the lane, dishes, and Logan O'Connell is going to pick up a foul, reaching in and grabbing an arm. A little bit of a soft one there. I don't know, Harry, for what they have and haven't called. That was a tough one there on Logan O'Connell.
Yeah, compared to some of the stuff they've let go.
Just his first foul, though. Osborne up top. Parnell fakes the shot. Back to Osborne. Drives lefty. Pivots back to his right. Fade away. In the lane. Good. 5 points for Osborne. A 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. 37-30 with just 20 seconds left here in the first half. The Bulldogs had an offensive spurt there for a little bit, and now have gone quiet again here in this last part of the first half. Elsmore draws a double. Shakir into the middle, pivots away, gets fouled on his way to the rim. Santos, I believe, will get called for the foul, giving Shakir 2 shots.
Indeed correct. It is Santos picking up his first. Shooting foul for Ali Shakur. Chance to get on the score sheet.
He takes a breath, takes a dribble. Shot is on the way and short. Shakir, normally a solid free throw shooter, well short on that one. 3.6 seconds remain here in this first half. Second on the way and true for Shakir. He's got his first point of the game. O'Brien gets double teamed, throws it over his shoulder, and Malley shoots from beyond half court off the backboard, but not quite close. We're going to end the first half 37-31. The Bulldogs trailing by 6 to the visiting Goffstown Grizzlies. Before we go into break, Grace, any thoughts on that second quarter as we were getting a back and forth affair there? Some spurts by both teams. Thoughts on that second quarter?
Yeah, Bedford offensively really picked it up that quarter, especially Luke O'Connell hitting a ton of threes from outside. By the end of the quarter, I feel Bedford had a lot of turnovers that caused Goffstown to get back in the game and get this lead.
Coach Moreno obviously not pleased that those turnovers, especially against his 2-3 defense there, starting to try to get out and put a little pressure on. What do you normally hear as far as attacking that zone from a 2-3 perspective?
Yeah, attacking the zone, they just got to make sure they're looking to attack the gaps in that zone, getting to the basket, getting the fouls drawn. This game has been pretty chippy, and I think the refs have been doing a good job calling them. But yeah, just attacking those gaps, looking for your outside shot.
We will see what adjustments Coach Marino makes at halftime. I'm sure Coach Cowell will have some things up his sleeve. We will take a break here and join you for second half action here for Bedford High School Division I basketball action.
BCTV and WB&H thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Welcome back to Bedford High Gym for second half action. While we've got a little bit of time here, let's catch up on the scoring. Logan O'Connell with 2 points for Bedford. Ollie Shakir with 1. Luke O'Connell is leading the way with 14. Ryan O'Rourke has 9. Landon Elsmore has 5. On the Grizzlies ledger, Santos with 5. Osborne with 5. Liam O'Brien leads all scorers with 18. Tyler Dione with 2. Brandon Maley with 5. And Owen Hazelbaker with 2 points.
Back and forth affair there in that first half, Harry. The Bulldogs got a spark from Luke O'Connell again. 14 points in that first half. They needed all 14 of those. He hit 3 big three-pointers, and he was helping those Bulldogs try to stay within an arm's distance. It is 37-31. We have 8 minutes back on the scoreboard and ready to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, these Bulldogs haven't found themselves behind at halftime very often this year, if at all. So they have a challenge in front of them.
A rowdy Goffstown crew across the way, finding some life on their feet, cheering and shouting as Shakir nearly turns it over. Had somebody jump on his leg. It looked like Osborne. Nearly a turnover there for the Bulldogs, but they do recover, and we'll get another shot at it here. Elsmore up top. The Grizzlies still in their zone defense. Kind of a mix between a 3-2 and a 2-3. They find the belly. Elsmore takes a dribble. Baseline jumper. Bounces around and falls off the rim. No good. Tapped away by Luke O'Connell to Malley. And the Grizzlies back on the offensive side with Gio Santos leading the charge. Osborne thought about a long 3. Thought better of it. Now Malley. Back cut. Dione. Far side Osborne. 3 is on the way. Good. 8 now for Osborne. His second 3. They jump out to a 9-point lead. This Bulldogs offense struggling here against the 2-3 zone. O'Connell, they kick it around. Bounce pass off the defender as they looked through the post there, up the lane. And the bounce pass from Elsmore attempted right down the middle, no good. O'Rourke short on a little baby hook from that right block, no good. Parnell. Pressured. Man defense here from the Bulldogs. O'Rourke up top. Picks up his dribble for Dione. O'Brien in the lane. Kicks to Malley. 3-point fake. Drives hard lefty. Finishes righty. No good. O'Rourke pulls it down. The Bulldogs have numbers. Shakir back to O'Connell. Luke O'Connell another 3. 17 now, besting his average. He's got 14.7 on the season and 17 here tonight. He had 14 in that first half. Santos, nice little jump stop, pauses. Parnell, 3, just rattles out. O'Connell, Luke O'Connell with the rebound. Elsmore pivots away from pressure. Logan O'Connell for 3. Too strong and far right, tapped around. Elsmore is going to get called for the foul, reaching over the back. See the replay here. O'Connell found himself open. He pulls the trigger. Geez, that's a tough call. Tried to keep his arms high, but they call him on the foul. Malley for the Grizzlies. Dione. Santos now. Backside, Malley pulls up short, throws it off the glass and gets the rattle. Malley has 7. Elsmore, crossover dribble into the lane, picked away, but recovered. The Bulldogs, little alley-oop down low for O'Rourke. He couldn't quite get it to go, gets his own rebound, and now he has 11.
Back to a 6-point game.
Santos, elbow jumper. It's good, he's got 7. Quickly back to 8. Shakir in the middle. Tried the baseline cutter. O'Rourke getting a hand in, though, was, I believe, Malley.
Yes, he was.
Elsmore will inbound. Up top for O'Rourke. Shakir pops free. 3-pointer on the way. Rattles out. Tapped away by the Grizzlies. Looked like the Bulldogs got a call there. They're not going to argue.
I don't know. I think Dione might have gotten a fingertip on that one.
Logan O'Connell had a hand in there as well, but they do call it off the Grizzlies. O'Rourke. O'Connell into the lane. Shakir pull up from the foul line. The Grizzlies come away with the defensive board. Here's Parnell. O'Brien. Malley. And now Dione. Lefty drive into the lane. Baseline jumper, no good. O'Brien can't get it to go. O'Rourke reaching way back for that defensive rebound. Shakir, nice dish in the lane to the cutting O'Rourke. He gets it to go. He's going to go to the line. He's got 13 now with that bucket and gets the opportunity for a free throw as well, as he got whacked on the way by.
Yeah, it's fantastic timing play between Shakir and O'Rourke.
Saw there on the replay a little nice shake and look off by Shakir. Looked like he was going to get caught in the lane, but he finds the cutting O'Rourke, who lays it in nicely and then finishes the 3-point play. O'Rourke now 14 points after that free throw.
Down to a 5-point contest here with 4:19 to play in the third.
44-39, the Grizzlies ahead by those 5. They do have possession here. Osborne. He'll draw Frankie O'Donnell, who's getting his first minutes of the game, as well as Will Solokopko.
Oh, great steal.
They're going to call a foul here. Late call. The referee has it on Luke O'Connell. Ball out of bounds underneath for the Grizzlies. I did not see that. I'm not sure about you, Harry.
I think it's a bit of a call about the aftermath more than anything.
Osborne now for the Grizzlies. Kicks to the corner. Santos drives. I think we're going to get a call on Solokopko. And that is a foul, just his first. But 2 quick team fouls there by the Bulldogs in a matter of a few seconds. Santos in trouble there, trying to inbound it. Osborne along the baseline. Another foul. We've all of a sudden tightened up, or maybe the Bulldogs are just fouling a lot more frequently.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was all about. I mean, they had the defender locked up. 2 quick fouls on Luke O'Connor.
Good defense there on the inbound. Made it hard for the Grizzlies, but they finally get it in. Santos, nice up fake. And he's going to get called for the travel. Lucky as Solokopko was reaching his hand in the cookie jar. Looked like he got Santos on the elbow late there in that possession. But
yeah, it looks like he landed on him.
They call a travel on Santos before that. Again, the Bulldogs here trail 5, 44-39, 3.5 left here in the third quarter.
Chance to get it within 1 score here.
Over to Logan O'Connell. Elsmore along the baseline. Just dishes into the middle.
Line pass.
Looked like he was looking for O'Rourke, but missed everybody. Osborne gets tied up. Finally finds a teammate along that right wing. Now he gets double teamed. They find the cutter down the middle. Osborne up off the glass. He's into double digits with 10. 3 minutes left here in the third, and the Bulldogs trail 7. Frankie O'Donnell. Now back up top, Luke O'Connell. Logan O'Connell comes high. Logan O'Connell back up top. Luke O'Connell for 3, short, gets his own rebound. Tries to go baseline. Gets stifled there, all the way out up top for Logan O'Connell.
No contact there by Osborne, not called.
Trying for the cutter along the baseline, and it's another turnover for the Bulldogs. 2.5 here to go in the third quarter. And the offensive struggles for the Bulldogs continue. Osborne slows things down. Over to Santos. He's guarded by Shakir. Took many steps, but they're going to call Shakir on the foul first. One referee had a travel. The far side referee had a foul. Shakir's going to pick up his second. O'Brien set to check back in for the Grizzlies.
Coach Moreno asking for an explanation on that call.
And we're in a bonus situation for Santos, as that's the 5th team foul on the Bulldogs here in this quarter. With 2:20 to go, they're going to have to tighten up that defense and play without whacking. Santos will get 2. He's got 7 right now. First is on the way, and 2 strong and left. Bounces out. O'Brien checks back in for the Grizzlies, and Malley will take a seat.
Believe it or not, that is the first free throw attempt for Goffstown tonight.
I believe it. Well, maybe I don't. I don't know. The second is on the way and good. For Santos, he has 8. 2:15 and counting in this third quarter. The Bulldogs find themselves trailing by 8. O'Donnell back up top. Luke O'Connell. Grizzlies defense really extending out to this 3-point line. Shakir finds O'Rourke in the corner. Active hands, active feet, and another tipped ball there by Liam O'Brien, disrupting this Bulldogs defense. Again, Grace was telling us to try to find those soft spots in the zone. One of those is right there at that free throw line in this 2-3 defense. Elsmore up top, nearly stolen there. Pickett able to keep it out and away from pressure. Shakir, push pass to Pickett. Near side, Frankie O'Donnell. There's the soft spot with Elsmore at the free throw line. Gets some space, but it rattles out. Defensive board by Dione. Decent look at it right there. Elsmore just couldn't quite get it to fall. Santos to the corner. O'Brien for 3, no good. That would have been a tough one there. O'Rourke ahead quickly. Pickett. And again, this is where the Bulldogs have had some success in the transition, but the Grizzlies recover nicely. Elsmore up top. Pickett for 3, good. Pickett into the scorebook at an important time. Draws the Bulldogs back to within 5. 47-42. They trail the Grizzlies here in the last minute of the third quarter. Santos kicks to the corner. Parnell can't keep it in bounds, and Pickett in transition. He'll settle. Dishes to Shakir. They had numbers but couldn't find the open shot. Shakir, far side Elsmore. Elsmore into the elbow. Pickett for 3. It gets tipped on the way. O'Rourke with the offensive board. Into the corner. Pickett. Shakir now up top. Draws that extended defense.
10 seconds to go.
Elsmore for 3. Too short. Offensive board almost pulled away by Frankie O'Donnell, but Osborne comes away with it. Parnell at the buzzer. Can't get it to go at the end of 3. It is 47-42, the Grizzlies ahead by 5.
Yeah, Goffstown's defense is really making Bedford work, making them pass around the perimeter. They're not really attacking, and I feel like they just need to get into the paint, kick it. Also, Bedford's getting into foul trouble here. They were in bonus, which is definitely a big advantage for Goffstown, getting to the foul line and being able to hit those free throws. So I feel Bedford just is going to need to dig deep in their defense and offensively just keep working the ball around and look for that open shot, and hopefully they can hit them.
Yeah, great observation there as far as the foul trouble. Not individual foul trouble, as nobody has more than 2, but certainly as a team picking up several quick fouls there with just about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, putting Santos at the line for that bonus situation and making it tough.
And while we've got a second, we want to thank our underwriters for making our sports broadcast possible here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center.
Appreciate all those sponsors. The Bulldogs have some work to do. They trail by 5 after 3, 8 minutes back on the board. We are ready to go here in this fourth quarter. The Bedford student section finally getting on their feet. At least they're not all sleeping right now, Harry. Many clad in black, cheering on their classmates, willing them to get some more offensive firepower here. The Grizzlies start with it at the beginning of this quarter. Gio Santos up top. Liam O'Brien had 18 first half points, quiet in that third quarter. Parnell with the fake. Back to O'Brien. Short on the mid-range jumper. Luke O'Connell with the rebound.
Chance for Bedford to cut this to a one possession game.
Shakir along the baseline. O'Rourke powers his way for a deuce. He's got 16. Some full court pressure here for the Bulldogs. Coming up, picking up a foul here, Ryan O'Rourke. Just his first foul. He's been a defensive stalwart throughout this game, picking up his first infraction. Bulldogs back to within 3, 47-44. The Grizzlies, though, possess the ball. Dione pivots. Osborne, 3 on the way. It brings rain. It gets the Bulldogs back to a 6-point deficit, 50-44.
13 points now for Cole Osborne.
Shakir up top. Luke O'Connell in the middle. Elsmore down low for O'Rourke. Nice little up fake. Lefty off the glass. He's got 18.
O'Rourke using that size to his advantage under the bucket.
Nice little up fake too. Got the defense to fly by. Had some patience, and now a steal by Elsmore. Coach Moreno wants him up tempo. Shakir fakes the 3. Now he gets fouled. Parnell will pick up the foul. Just his first. The intensity has certainly picked up here in the first minute and a half of this fourth quarter. The Bulldogs sensing some urgency finally.
They trailed by as much as 9. They're within 6 now, but they've been fighting to keep it close. They got it down to 3.
4-point gap here, Harry, as it's 50-46, and make that a 2-point gap as Elsmore puts in a bucket down low on a nice feed from O'Connell. 50-48, the Bulldogs with a little spark here. Back to within 2. Parnell pivots away, draws the double, cutter, Malley, dish down low, nice look and finish. Dione has his second bucket of the night. Nearly picked off by the Grizzlies near half court. Back to a 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. Osborne's going to pick up the foul. That's his third. Shakir now, calmly into the front court. Luke O'Connell, near side wing. Logan O'Connell, straight away. Elsmore back in that belly at the free throw line. His shot is short. Rebounded by Liam O'Brien. Dione had numbers, Pulls it out. Osborne kicks to the corner. Malley for three. No good. O'Connell, Luke O'Connell that is, pulls down the rebound. Shakir, Elsmore, far side. Logan O'Connell for three. Just out. Dragged down and away. Elsmore gets the rebound. Puts it back in. Back to within two. Elsmore with 9. 5 minutes to go here in the game. The Bulldogs trail 2. They double Parnell up near half court. They find Dione deep in the corner. 3 is good. 2 quick buckets by Dione. He's got 7 and the lead is back to 5 for the Grizzlies. Logan O'Connell struggled offensively throughout this game. 3 on the way. Luke O'Connell can't get it to go. Leaking out was Parnell. They decide to hold it and keep that 5-point lead. Osborne now for the Grizzlies. Dishes. Osborne gets it back from Dione. And now getting fouled by Shakir. That's his 3rd foul. Bulldogs don't need to put that pressure on. They pick up a foul here and there. It's okay. They need to put some pressure on these ball handlers. See if they can get some easy turnovers. We're going to get a timeout. Coach Cowett wants to talk things over. He holds a 5-point lead here with 4:19 to go in the game.
Upcoming broadcast here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. We'll be back here next Friday for more boys basketball action as the Alvin Broncos visit BHS Gym. 7 o'clock tip-off. Girls basketball the very next night, next afternoon, Saturday, February 7th, 4 p.m. You're going to be taking on Wachusett. That's going to be a great contest. And girls ice hockey coming up on Wednesday, February 11th at 7:30 as the Bulldogs host the Concord Crimson Tide at Sullivan Arena over at St. Anselm's College.
Bulldogs have 18 by Brian O'Rourke, 17 by Luke O'Connell. Chipping in 9 more, Landon Elsmore. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, Liam O'Brien, 18 first half points, still have yet to score here in the second half. 13 kicked in by Cole Osborne. 8 for Santos, 7 apiece for Dione and Malley. 55-50 is your score. The Grizzlies ahead by 5 with 4:19 to go in the game. They have possession as well. They get it to Malley, now to O'Brien. Parnell drives, kicks to Dione. 3-pointer on the way, just rattles out. Luke O'Connell tied up by Parnell. It's a jump, and it favors the Bulldogs as they look to the possession arrow. Logan O'Connell will take a seat here. Shakir will take a seat as Pickett comes back in. And the Bulldogs back to the offensive side of things. Pickett up top, looks to the far wing. Elsmore down low to O'Rourke. Kind of hot to handle, scrambling around, and Santos comes away with it. Up quick, Parnell takes it hard to the hoop. He gets fouled by Pickett. Good foul there by Pickett, preventing the easy lay-in and sending Parnell to the line. Yet to score. They're going to test his free throw abilities. And Harry, to your point earlier, just the 3rd and 4th free throws that this Grizzlies team will shoot tonight. First is on the way and no good. Strong and left. And that bounces out.
In case you're wondering, the Bulldogs have had 11. They hit 9 of theirs.
Second on the way for Parnell is good. He is into the scorebook with 1 and a 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. Elsmore to Pickett, far side. Push pass, middle, Elsmore. Foul line jumper, no good. A little off balance there, he rushed that one. Moreno trying with some different personnel, coming up with a steal here. Logan O'Connell finding a way to contribute. Santos will pick up the foul. Got a little poke away from Santos. Logan O'Connell into transition, tried to get it up and off the glass on the lay-in, but got whacked on the way, as you saw there on the replay.
And they will call it act of shooting.
Absolutely was.
So O'Connell's going to go to the line here. He only has 2 points, both on free throws. Make that 3.
3:29 to go. As you see here on the replay, nice little poke away from Santos. Got whacked right across the forearms on his way to the rim. Second on the way and good. And it's back to a 4-point game as the Grizzlies hold the lead 56-52. Parnell drives the lane, kicks far side. Malley, he'll settle things down. Along the baseline, draws the double. Shakir tries to chase down a loose ball. Santos now gets double and triple teamed. Parnell back to Dion. O'Brien finds some daylight down the main. Lefty finish from the right side. He's got 20. Shakir up top for the Bulldogs. They fired around. Pickett, three-pointer. No, too strong. Shakir down with the rebound. Little hesitation, little up fake, and Shakir gets it off the glass. He's got 3. O'Connell will pick up a foul here. Again, these Bulldogs need to start putting some pressure defensively. See if they can get a turnover here and there. It's a 4-point game, 58-54, with 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in this game. Elsmore checks in for Pickett. Full court pressure here from the Bulldogs. Trying to get a turnover. Parnell picks up his dribble. Malley now over the timeline. Off Elsmore's foot, it goes back into the backcourt, but it did touch the defensive player. Santos drives into the lane, finds the cutter Malley, up fake, gets himself some room, lays it in for 2. 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. Luke O'Connell, corner 3, good! He's got 20. Back to a 3-point game. Malley gets trapped on that far side, dribbles out of it, finds Santos, back to Malley. Under 2 minutes to go, and the Bulldogs need to extend some pressure here. Parnell, far side, Osborne. O'Brien, away from pressure, back cut, Malley, no good. O'Rourke, out in space, falling hard on his elbow. Elsmore up to get that pass from O'Rourke. And he's in some pain on the floor.
You know, O'Rourke had a clean shot. He probably should have took it when he had the chance. That pass over to Elsmore kind of hung him out to dry a little bit.
Elsmore back on his feet, though. Took a hard fall on his elbow. Looked like he might have jolted his shoulder as we see the replay here. O'Rourke gave it up. Elsmore just got his feet taken out from under him. Osborne picks up the foul. That's his 4th. And Elsmore is going to stay in the game. It's a 3-point game. The Grizzlies ahead 60-57.
Just 94 ticks on the clock here in regulation.
Referees coming over to the sideline to Coach Moreno. And they're suggesting they need to take Elsmore out because of the hard fall. Instead, Coach Moreno is going to take a timeout. 1:34 to go in this game. 60-57 is your score. The Grizzlies have led most of this game. The Bulldogs trying to pull it back.
While we've got a moment before the end of the game, let's thank our underwriters one more time for their support of Bedford Bulldog Sports on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. We thank them one more time for their support of Bulldog Sports.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all of them. We also want to appreciate and thank our crew here tonight. Bill Jennings on camera as usual following the action here courtside. Back in the studio, Andrew Fenn, technical director, providing some replay assistance for us. Grace Wolf providing some phenomenal additional analysis. Grace, as we enter this last bit of play, last minute 34, what are you looking for from this Bulldog squad?
Yeah, the Bulldogs are definitely going to have to get a stop defensively and look to score, get to the foul line maybe. We're just 3 points behind, so I think they're very capable of it.
They do inbound here with possession. Elsmore underneath the baseline. The Bulldogs stacked it up at the free throw line, and the Grizzlies in their 2-3 zone as they have been most of the evening.
They go for the tie here with the three.
Elsmore just wants to get it in. First of all, he finds Pickett high on the far wing. A little pitch and catch with Logan O'Connell up top. Luke O'Connell tries a cross-court pass. It gets picked off by Tyler Dione. And then a quick foul. That's a good foul by Tyler Pickett.
A great anticipation by Dione to time that cross-court pass, intercepted it, and then Pickett, of course, had nothing. All he could do was just foul Dione to keep it from being a fast break, keep it a one-possession game.
Tough look there from Luke O'Connell. Thought he had Pickett on that far side, as the first free throw is no good for Tyler Dione. And that cross-court pass just didn't get there quickly enough. Dione picks it off as his second is good. 8 points for him now. It's a 4-point game. The Grizzlies 61, the Bulldogs 57.
Bulldogs need to score quickly here.
Into the free throw line. Elsmore kicks it back out. Logan O'Connell for three. No good. Tapped away. He gets his own rebound. Put back, no good. Elsmore bats it around. Coming away with it is Malley. The Bulldogs might need to foul here if they get it over the timeline. They do, and Elsmore is going to foul Santos.
And that's foul number 5 in the quarter. That's going to give the bonus to the Goffstown Grizzlies. So they'll be shooting 2 here.
Elsmore picks up his second. Santos goes to the line. He was 1 for 2 on his first trip to the line. 55 seconds left to go in the game. The Grizzlies ahead by 4.
Yeah, Goffstown's had 6 free throws in this quarter, and they've only hit 3 of them.
They hit the 4th there as Santos puts it through. 5-point lead. Coach Moreno giving Ali Shakir some thoughts to approach this offensive possession. Santos takes a dribble, deep breath, bends his knees, shot is on the way, and good. Santos into double digits. 55 to go. Shakir hesitates. Elsmore back to Logan O'Connell. 3-pointer on the way. Good! He needed that one big time. He got it to go. He's got 7. And it's back to a 3-point game with 45 seconds to go. That's it right there. Find the soft spot in the zone, as Grace was telling us. Right there was on the right elbow. Reposition from Logan O'Connell. Finds some space and buries the 3.
Now it's unfortunate that the Bulldogs are in the bonus right now, or the Goffstown Grizzlies are in the bonus. 5 team fouls on Bedford. Takes away the possibility of getting some fouls here. But then again, the free throw shooting, other than Santos, has been pretty suspect so far tonight, although they haven't had many opportunities. So maybe you foul somebody a little less adept at free throw shooting, put them on the line here if you have to.
Santos 3 for 4, Dione 1 for 2, and Parnell 1 for 2.
I got to imagine they're going to put the full court press on here. Yeah, they're going to put 4 in the backcourt.
Parnell will inbound, finds Santos. Santos over the timeline. He's going to try to run out clock with 40 seconds to go. He gets fouled from behind. Luke O'Connell will pick up his 3rd.
That was very close to being over the timeline, too. Santos really has to watch where he's going.
Hit both free throws in his last trip to the line. The Bulldogs hoping that is not repeated here. 38.1 to go. The Grizzlies hold a 3-point lead. Santos's first is good.
2-possession game.
Coach Cowett takes his remaining players off of the block, looking for defense. Don't want to get a cheap foul here, as the Bulldogs will be in the bonus the next time around. Santos makes good on both. 12 points for him. Coach Moreno with substitution. Carter Stewart checks in for Ali Shakir. Elsmore will bring it over the timeline. Takes it straight to the hoop. We're going to get a foul before the shot, but that's going to put the Bulldogs into the bonus, as Malley's going to pick up his third, and Elsmore is going to go to the line. Probably not a bad strategy by Coach Cowett, not giving up the three-pointers. I'm not sure that that was his intention there. But Elsmore will shoot two. First on the way, and good. Elsmore into double digits with that, and back to a 4-point game. Coach Cowett's going to take a timeout before this second free throw is attempted. 34 seconds to go, 65-61. The Bulldogs trail by 4.
Don't forget it, next boys basketball broadcast next Friday, February 6, 7 p.m., Malvern Broncos invade Bedford High Gym. And it'll be girls basketball the following Saturday, 4 p.m. right here, as Wachusett of Massachusetts comes in, the Mountaineers. Very strong program, comes in and takes on our Lady Bulldogs here.
You think they're good at skiing too?
Pardon?
You think that team's good at skiing too?
Honest to God, I can't even hear what you're saying. It is so loud in here.
Loud pep in. I was asking you if they're good at skiing too. Wachusett Mountain.
Oh yeah, that's
right
true.
there.
They're kind of known for that, aren't they?
Yeah, you would think. Who knows? Another winter sport they might excel at. 34 seconds to go here, though. We don't really care about skiing as we're down to the last little bit. The Bulldogs trying to keep their 11-0 perfect record going, although a loss midseason is not a terrible thing as you make that push to the playoffs. It shows vulnerabilities. It shows areas to work on.
Yeah, it might cost them a bye. I'm not sure if it's just a single bye in boys basketball, so unless you're first, you're playing the opening round.
Elsmore back to the line for his second. It's short. O'Brien with the rebound. Shakir tries to pick up the foul. They get the full court pass to Dione, and it's good. He is into double digits as well, 10 points. All the way up for O'Rourke. He answers quickly. He's got 20. And now the Bulldogs with time running. Coach Moreno will take a timeout as these teams traded baskets there quickly. Only 17 seconds to go here. Coach Moreno pleading for the foul as Shakir, I think, was trying to get the two-hand shove in the backcourt. No foul was called, and a lot of time ran off that clock. So timeout is called. Desperate times here for Coach Moreno. I mean, desperate is a relative term, though, Harry. They are trying to come back here. It's a 4-point deficit. The Grizzlies have the ball. Grace, let's pull you in here. If you're Coach Moreno, what are you looking to do? Foul quick, try to get them back on the line and look for misses?
Yeah, I would definitely foul here, definitely try to get like a trap, maybe even a turnover if they can. But yeah, definitely foul quick. Hopefully they miss, get the rebound, and push to try to get another basket.
17 seconds left. You're going to need a few baskets. Hopefully a three-pointer in there somewhere. They've had some decent shooting tonight from Luke O'Connell. He's buried 4 three-pointers on his way to 20 tonight. Ryan O'Rourke has hit a three-pointer as well, somewhat unusual for him. Logan O'Connell also burying a 3. Their usual three-point shooters. Shakir having a conversation with the official as he, again, was trying to foul, but no foul was called. Parnell with the fake, finds O'Brien. They take the foul on O'Brien as O'Rourke will pick it up. Just his second foul, but again, bonus situation for the Grizzlies. O'Brien will go to the line. He's got 20 and will shoot his first 2 free throws of the night with 15.6 seconds remaining. First is good for O'Brien. 21 now for him as Carter Stewart checks back in for Ali Shakir. Second on the way and good for O'Brien. He's got 22. Elsmore. Logan O'Connell, too strong, rattles out. Dione with the rebound. Trapping him on the baseline and picking up the foul are the Bulldogs. I believe that's going to be Elsmore. And the student section feels it. Dione will go back to the line. He'll shoot another 2. I believe that was on Elsmore. They have it on number 4, Frankie O'Donnell. I don't think that was him. 5.6 seconds to go. A 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. And the fans are headed for the exits. Certainly the Bulldog fans are headed for the exits as they are disappointed.
Well, there's still 5.6 seconds left, but it's pretty much in the bag for Goffstown, and you got to take their hats off to them. They had a fantastic game, really came in, pressured Bedford, took advantage of every chance they had, and they're going to come away with the win.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. The Bulldogs able to stay in it with some of their normal 3-point shooters hitting from distance, but that 2-3 zone drove Coach Moreno's offense batty tonight as they were dry for long stretches of this game, unable to put their normal points up on the board. Tyler Dione will go to the line for 2. Again, 5.6 seconds to go here. First is on the way and good. As we get to these closing seconds, again, we really appreciate everybody out there in BCTV land. Second is good for Tyler Dione. Elsmore will shoot a long desperation 3, no good, and that'll do it. Final score here tonight, 71-63. The Grizzlies knock off the undefeated Bulldogs, who will fall to 11-1. The Grizzlies advance to 8-3. And Coach Moreno's got some work to do on how to approach that zone defense. Harry, last thoughts.
Well, I gave you what I thought. It was a fantastic victory here for Goffstown. They came in, took out the defending champs, and they got to feel pretty good about themselves.
Grace, appreciate you joining us for additional color. Any other thoughts to add as we close this one out?
Yeah, this was a great game. Defensively for Goffstown, they just really shut down Bedford. A lot of Bedford shots weren't hitting in the second half, and they got into foul trouble pretty early, Bedford, so I feel that was just a big positive, yeah.
Thank you again to Grace Wolf for joining the squad tonight. Thank you, Harry Kozlowski. We appreciate Bill Jennings on camera. Andrew Fenn back in the studio. Leading scorers tonight, Ryan O'Rourke had 20. Luke O'Connell had 20 for the Bulldogs. On the other side of things, Liam O'Brien, 22, led the way for the Grizzlies. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We'll see you on the next broadcast here from BCTV. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.